it's Mena, and today in this video I'm going to show you guys my knitting needle collection. So here are all of my knitting needles, like right here. I'm going to show you guys this big collection of knitting needles I have. And I have them in a glass jar that I made in like 3rd grade. Right, and that's where I keep my knitting. Oops. Oops. Yeah, that's where I keep my knitting needles. So I'm going to show you guys all of my knitting needles, and I'm sorry if this video doesn't sound very exciting. This is like the only thing I could do, so I'm going to get started. So the first pair of knitting needles that I'm going to show you are my oh, there's a tapestry needle, and I didn't even know there was a tapestry needle in here. Well, that was weird, sorry. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys my knitting needles. So here are my set of size 8, my 4 set of size 8 double pointed needles. I use these for when I'm making a hat. And some of these are not in the best condition. They're kind of faded a little bit because these are all cheap needles. I've had them for so long. And these are like my favorite types of knitting needles to use, not like just the double pointed in general, but metal needles, because I find that the tips don't really wear out like the other ones do. My next pair of knitting needles I actually have are another set of size 8 double pointed needles. Again, these are what I use for the top decreasings of my hats and stuff when I knit my hats. My next pair I have no idea what size these are because they don't have them on here. They don't have them on the tips like they normally would. So I got these also as a gift. I don't know where they came from. They're just also metal needles. The next ones I have are my size 9s. And these are by the brand Susan Bates. These are also, I think these are also pretty cheap needles too, but they work really well. Hopefully this doesn't fall over again. My next ones I have are my smaller double pointed needles. These are also metal, so I mostly have metal double pointed needles because I like these because the tips don't wear out like the other ones do. So yeah, these are my smaller ones. I use these for when I'm making socks or if I need a double pointed needle for cabling, because you can also use double pointed needles for cabling if you didn't know. No, in case you don't have a cable needle. Next I have these Susan Bates size 8 knitting needles, and one of them is kind of like the tip came off right here because my cat chewed on it and it broke off. My cat actually chewed on this and it broke off, and so I had to like tape it, but then it wouldn't stay on, and then my sister glued it for me, which is super nice of her. So these I got to replace a set of knitting needles that I had size 8 knitting needles because I lost one at school, and I actually did used to bring my knitting to school when I was in high school. Well, because like some of the classes we weren't really doing much and I was kind of bored, so I'd sit with nothing to do and then I'd just pick up my knitting and start knitting it. It's knitting, and then this is like knitting. So I bought these when I was in my senior year in high school because I lost one of my knitting needles at school. My next pair of knitting needles I have are size 11. These are my purple size 11s, and they're kind of faded out because I'm right here, but that's okay. The tips are not worn out. I've had these for a really long time. I've had these since middle school or 8th grade, or since like I think 7th grade, which when I first 6th grade or high school, I don't remember, but they're still in good condition. I do use them when I need them. Next I have these ones. These ones are size 6. These ones are plastic needles. I don't use these ones as much either because the tips wear out again. These ones I got in a knitting kit that I got when I was up in Massachusetts visiting some family friends. And these are the first needles I ever used to learn how to knit. Next I have a pair of size 6 knitting needles. These are also size 6, but these ones are a different color. These ones are kind of a gold color, and these I use for when I need them. Next ones I have are size 8 knitting needles. These are like my favorite needles to use for when I'm knitting a scarf or knitting a hat flat, because I like how the stitches look. Next I have size 11 US plastic needles, and these ones are kind of a yellowy color, and I don't really use these that much because, again, I don't like how tips wear out. I find that the tips wear out so easily because like they get ruined due to the fact when you slide them together and stuff like that. Look at me pretending I'm knitting. That was weird. Next I have another set of wooden needles. These I got in a kit, and then they're like different colors and stuff, and I got these in a kit. It was an Alex Toys kit, and I have knitted with them. And again, I don't use them because I don't really like wood needles, because again, the tips don't wear out, and I don't even know what size these are. I think these are size 13 or larger. I'm not too sure. Next I have another set of plastic needles. I have a lot of plastic needles because these were given to me as gifts, and these are size 15 US. I think I did use these when I made a purple poncho one time. I don't remember. I haven't used these in so long, but I think I used them when I made a purple poncho because I had a pattern for a poncho. Next, I also have my other set of size 11 needles, and these ones I used to use a lot to make scarves because I felt like the scarves would get done faster. And these ones are yellow. My other ones were purple. My next pair of knitting needles I have, these ones are kind of worn out because I used them a little bit too much, but still they are in great condition. These are my size 10, and they're a little bit bent because they're actually, one of them's a little bit bent because I think I sat on it, but oh well. So these are worn out because I think it's because they're cheap needles, and also I've had these for a very long time. I got these, I can't remember when I got these. I think I got these in like 8th grade. Next I have these set of knitting needles. These ones actually don't really have a match because I don't know what happened to the other match. This one is by Red Heart and stuff like that, and this one doesn't have a brand. This one's by Clover, and I think this is a size 11 needle. This one's a size 13. And then lastly, I'm going to show you guys my circular needles. So here are my size 13 circular needles. They have like a red band. These ones I got off the internet. I bought these off Amazon. I bought these to replace my old purple circular needles. Those ones actually broke when I was trying to knit a herringbone cowl. And the cowl, and because I had so many stitches on there and the yarn was so thick, they literally like broke my last pair of circular needles. So I think it's because those needles did not have the right circular size, if that makes any sense. And the stitches were too many for it, and it couldn't handle that many stitches. Next I have these. These are my first circular needles that I ever bought. I use these quite a lot. They are still in the best of condition, but they work really well because the tips don't wear out. Again, like one thing I love about metal needles is the tips don't wear out like the other ones do. These ones are still in the good condition. I use these quite a lot for when I'm making hats because a lot of my hat projects require circular needles. Next I have a pair of size 10 knitting needles. Size 10 knitting needles. I haven't used these in a while. I got these for when I was making a Kim Kardashian beanie, and I wanted to try. And for that project, you have to switch needle sizes, so I had to buy that. But buy these, and then I tried to look for size 11, but I couldn't find any, so I ended up buying size 13 circular needles because that was all they had for large needles. And I got these a couple years ago for when I started making a Kim Kardashian hat. Next I have these. These are size 9 circular needles. I bought these so I could knit a brain fade. I bought these so I could knit a Summer Punch slouch beanie because it requires 2 needle size changes, and I bought these because I wanted to try making that Summer Punch slouch beanie because that one required size 6 needles and to change to size 9 knitting needles. Okay, so, and I really like these because I like the color, even though it's kind of like, the color's kind of faded out, but still, the tips haven't worn out. Okay, so that was my knitting needle collection. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye! And I'm sorry this video wasn't too exciting. This was like the best I could come up with. I know I'm talking a lot and this video is getting longer, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe down below. And if you have any requests for videos, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!